Hey guys, it's Melissa here from melissaoatman.com. Welcome to another episode of Awaken Your Inner Awesomeness. I am so delighted you're here with me today. Today I'm going to be talking about the North Node in astrology, what it means, and what your North Node sign means for you as far as what your life lessons are this time around. Now, I am a firm believer that we are predestined for a lot of things in our lives. We pick before we come here what we want to learn. We pick when we're born, when we die, who our soul family is. I really truly believe we pick all of those things before we come here to Earth. So your North Node is important because it tells us a lot of important things about ourselves. The interesting thing is we know all of these things. We know why we came here. We know why we picked the family we did, and then we get here and we forget all of that. We're like, I don't understand why I have to go through these life lessons. I don't understand why I was put here with these toxic people. When we start really learning and discovering all of the things like what our soul path is, the soul contract, what astrology, what our signs mean to us, it helps us to understand more about why we're here, and helps point us in the right direction to learn more so that we can learn these lessons faster and we can be on our path and achieve all of the things that we wanted to come here to achieve. I thought it was interesting. The reason I chose this topic today was I was listening to another medium, and this medium said, I'm channeling messages from the universe, and the message that I have is you need to look at your North Node, because that is going to tell you all about your destiny and your path. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. And I didn't know that much about it. So I thought, well, I'm going to go and do a little research. And I found some really cool things. So I thought that I would share what I found with all of you. And I am in no way an expert. I'm going to say that right away. But I have been doing a little research. And so I thought I would just share with you what I learned about the North Node and what it means. And I will let you know by each symbol what it means for that particular sign. Now, your North Node is different from your sun sign. So I'm a Taurus, but my North Node is actually in Libra. So it's interesting. It's important for you to know what each of your signs are. And if you don't know how to find that, just look up a birth chart. You can do that. There are a lot of free tools out there. Just do a Google search. There's so many free ones. Do not pay to have a birth chart done. You can get them done for free. Just do a Google search for free birth chart analysis or just free birth chart. You need to know the day you were born, the year, month and day, the year you were born, and you also need to know the time that you were born and the place. It uses your location and all of those things to figure out what your signs are. So once you find your sign, and you may need to pause this, go find your sign and come back, and that's fine too, you can find your North Node. So North Node, what is exactly the North Node? It's the point in your birth chart that reflects the moon's nodes and represents where you'll learn your life lessons. So it's representing where the lunar nodes were at the time that you were born. It's not a physical celestial body like Mars or Jupiter is, but it's very important in the birth chart. The North and South nodes act like spiritual snapshots of what was and what's to come, and that's according to astrologer Lauren Ash. Unlike how the planets and the stars all align in your chart, they show a snapshot of what your personality is now. Your North and South Node together show you a glimpse into your karmic cycles, your spiritual growth, and your past lives. And again, this is all according to Lauren Ash, who is an astrologer. The North and South Nodes kind of work together to form a complete picture. They're symbolic of two halves of our karmic imbalance. One side represents where we're growing from, and the other side represents what we're going into, and they're often called the nodes of destiny. The North Node represents what you're growing into. The North Node also shows the kinds of experiences that you're going to be placed throughout your life in order to help you grow spiritually. It's not something that you're born with, but something that you will grow into as you age. On the other hand, the South Node represents the kind of person you're leaving behind. So it is important to know what your South Node is too. And again, you can do that by doing a Google search, a free birth chart, and it'll tell you what your North Node is and what your South Node is. So now I'm going to go through each of the signs to tell you what the life lessons are for each of these signs' North Nodes. Again, mine is in Libra. You can find yours by getting the birth chart. So we're going to go with Aries first. If you have a North Node in Aries, your lessons and rewards are around the theme of leadership, learning balance, stepping out as a leader and star, prioritizing your own goals, cultivating courage, trusting your gut, and embracing your desires. If you have a North Node in Taurus, your lessons and rewards are around the themes of discovering your personal value, establishing boundaries, mutual empowerment through relationships, and developing personal strengths. And as you're listening to this, you may notice some of these themes in your own life as lessons and how these things showed up for you to teach you these different lessons. So you may have had a lot of people who tried to overstep their boundaries and you had to put up your boundaries and learn how to say no. Maybe you had to learn how to become strong personally. The next sign is Gemini. If you have a North Node in Gemini, your lessons and rewards are around the theme of finding your voice, learning to express and communicate your needs, speaking up for what you value, and embracing your unique perspective. And now, if you know someone else's North Node, if you know your partner's North Node, that can also be very helpful for you because you may see these qualities in your partner, and it may help you to understand a little bit why he or she does what they do, or any family member really that you know their birth chart for. And again, all you have to know is your birth date, the month, day, and time of birth, and also where that person was born. Next is Cancer. Cancer's lessons and rewards revolve around the themes of learning to fully embrace your emotions, letting go of the need to control, allowing yourself to be taken care of by others, and embracing the balance between work and play. If you have a North Node in Leo, your lessons and rewards revolve around the themes of sharing the spotlight with others, cultivating creativity and curiosity in your relationships, balancing your ego with humility, and releasing your people-pleasing ways. If you have a Virgo North Node, your lessons and rewards revolve around the themes of establishing healthy and mindful routines for personal and spiritual growth, becoming the master of your personal craft, letting go of the inner critic in your head, and cultivating clarity in your work, life, and relationships. And then we have the Libra in North Node, which is again what my North Node is in. The lessons and rewards revolve around the themes of finding harmony, balance and adjustment in personal relationships, separating your identity from the opinions of others, learning to hold strong opinions, and balancing the pleasure of life. And I totally see my own life themes here. I've definitely had to work, because it's been a struggle, to find balance in my life. And I've always had to learn that lesson of finding my own identity, and when I've been in relationships, not completely losing my identity in them. So this makes a lot of sense for me. For Scorpio, if you have a Scorpio North Node, your lessons and rewards revolve around the theme of balance between the spiritual and the material worlds, letting go of obsessive qualities or relationships, and learning to find peace in the chaos, and tapping into your darker desires. Sagittarius, if you have a North Node in Sagittarius, your lessons and rewards revolve around the theme of exploring the unknown, pushing your personal and spiritual boundaries, releasing the need to always be right, and learning how to become more present in the moment. If you have Capricorn in North Node, your lessons and rewards revolve around the themes of embracing the softer side of your personality, letting go of the need to self-sacrifice in relationships, connecting more with your inner child, and developing mature self-discipline without sacrificing joy. Aquarius. The sign of Aquarius and North Node has lessons and rewards that revolve around the themes of balancing between craving the spotlight and your inner humanitarian, learning to accept alternative points of view from others, embracing your weirdness, and marching to the beat of your own drum. I love that. Embracing your own weirdness. I think we all need to learn how to do that. And then finally, we have Pisces. If you have a North Node in Pisces, your lessons and rewards revolve around the themes of balancing chaos and order, learning to ground your emotions in your values instead of people, and indulging in a slower moving life and working more deliberately towards manifesting your dream. So again, knowing your North Node can help you to understand the lessons that you've had to go through. And it can also help you to determine where perhaps you need to spend your time with your self-development work. So for example, if one of your lessons was learning boundaries, then you need to know, what do I do to set better boundaries? How do I do that? And you can begin to look now in that direction to find the tools to help you be better at learning boundaries. Or if it is to learn to be more assertive, how do I do that? Now you can pinpoint, okay, this is my lesson. How can I achieve assertiveness? How can I work towards this? For mine, finding balance is a big one. How do I find balance? And that's a good place to start. Now I know what I need to work on. How do I do that? What are the tools that are out there that can help me to find balance? What are the tools that are out there that help me to learn how to say no to people, how to learn how to let go of things and the need to always be right? How do I do that? It points out to us where we can focus our self-development. And I love that. And that is very, very helpful. As it says, the North Node and the South Node together are referred to as your destiny. So what is your destiny? So it might be important to also go and do a little research on the South Node too, and to find that in your birth chart, and then to look up, what does the South Node tell about me? Now it tells where you were coming from. So these are the things that I've had to shed and leave behind. And your North Node is what you want to move into and what you want to work towards. So I love that. That tells us so much about where we've been and where we're going, which I think is so super helpful. And I know I always love tools that help me figure out how I can make my life even better. So go find out what your North Node and your South Node are, and then go do a little research and figure out, where did you come from and where are you going? All right, I wanted to pull some cards for you today also to give you some guidance. And so I chose the Goddess Guidance deck and the Soul Truth deck. The Goddess Guidance deck is by Doreen Virtue and the Soul Truth deck is by Brienne Hovey. And the first card that came out is Lakshmi, which is bright future. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. I love that. And, my mom always used to keep saying the whole time that she was fighting cancer was, every little thing's going to be all right. And we said that no matter what happens, every little thing's going to be all right. And it is, because she is no longer in pain. She is on the other side enjoying everything. So when you think about it in that way, just stop worrying, because worrying doesn't do anything positive for you. It just keeps us stuck and robs us of our inner peace. So stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. This is your sign from the universe. The next card is Mawu, Mother Earth. You are called upon to help with environmentalism. So maybe some of you out there need to get into nature and do some things to help the planet. We know it's definitely needed. Your third card is Artemis, Guardian. You and your loved ones are spiritually protected. I love that. And I love when I see this card, because it makes me feel instantly just so much better, because I know the universe is always protecting my loved ones. But sometimes we worry. Sometimes that goes hand in hand. We worry about our loved ones. Again, worry isn't going to protect them or take care of them, but the universe, your guardians, your angels, your guides will protect and take care of your loved ones. So call on the angels and guides to protect and watch over your family members. I love that. All right, next we have some cards from the Soul Truth deck. And the first one is, am I getting enough rest to restore my energy and fully show up to my life? You are the asset. Your body is your vehicle. Notice how your body is feeling, how much sleep you are getting, and what you can do to help your body rest. Here's the other thing. I think worry and rest go hand in hand as well. If you are constantly worried about everything and you can't let it go, you're not going to get a good night's sleep, because either you're not going to be able to fall asleep because your mind races, or you don't get good sleep because you have nightmares or you keep waking up. And right now, a lot of people are starting to have vivid dreams. So do what you need to do in order to help you sleep. And sometimes that is doing a meditation before bed. Sometimes that is taking natural substances that help you to relax. I love the Serenity pills by doTERRA. It's just capsules that have lavender and other essential oils in it that help you to fall asleep and to relax. That one works really well for me. Also, there is a sleep patch by the LifeWave Corporation that I just purchased and tried. It is amazing. It has helped me to fall asleep and stay asleep. I used to wake up every hour, and this sleep patch by LifeWave has been amazing. Anytime I wear it at night, and you just peel back the one sticker side of it and stick it to, there are a couple of points you can put it on your body. The one I like is just right on, like above the opposite side, the ankle on the inner side of your leg. So you don't even know it's there, but you sleep so well. So if you're having trouble, find things that can help you to get a more restful and relaxing night's sleep, because you need it. Today's soul action: take a bath, put on some lavender essential oil, go to bed ridiculously early, or give yourself a timeout today. Notice your body thanking you. Today's mantra is, the more I give myself permission to rest, the more I can contribute. I love that. Yes, rest is so important. And sometimes it's as simple as saying no to everyone else's demands on your time and just taking time out to do what you want to do. That is well-deserved and well-needed as well. The second card is, where am I called to use my voice right now? You have a soul script that was written to be spoken. Your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with the world. Today's soul action: share your story with at least one person today. Be brave and speak your truth. Your voice will be the catalyst for healing in others. I love that. It's so true. Sometimes just sharing our story, first of all, it makes us feel better to get it off of our chest. But also, it can be a blessing to others, because one of the biggest things I hear all the time from people who've read my book, Beautifully Broken, is that my story was so similar to theirs, and they felt like someone else went through it with them and they were not alone. And that is the one blessing we can give to people, is to say, you're not alone. We're here with you. We've gone through this too, and you're going to be okay. It gives people hope. So share your story. The third card that came out is, what do I believe about money? Do my beliefs match my dreams? How does your relationship with money affect your current situation? Do you believe you are worthy? Do you believe you are capable? Do you trust money? Does money trust you? Money is an energy. It ebbs and flows. You are worthy of it, and it's your responsibility to heal your relationship with money as part of your waking up to the whole of you and your purpose. Today's soul action: take a deep dive in your belief system around money. Are there any beliefs you need to upgrade to create the results you are wanting most in your life? Write out your money story. It is time for a sacred shift. What will your next chapter be? Fill in the blank. I am grateful to money because... Yeah, and I love that. And it is so true that if we can shift our beliefs around it, and instead of having a fear of it or fear of bills, because you may say to yourself, I don't have a fear of money. But if you have a fear of bills, it stems from your fear of money. So what we need to do is instead shift that and say, I'm so grateful that money allows me to pay my bills. I'm so grateful that money allows me to take myself to dinner. I'm so grateful that money allows me to help others. I'm so grateful for all of the ways in which money enriches my life. Money is not a bad thing. We've turned money into a bad thing because some people are greedy. Greed doesn't equal money. There are a lot of people who have a lot of money who do so many wonderful things with it. Having money doesn't make you greedy. When we have money, we can bless others more because we can donate, we can help others. Money is not evil, and we need to get rid of that idea. Money is just energy, and money can come to you in so many ways. So when fear comes up surrounding money, replace that thought with, I am so thankful for money because, and see what happens. All right, guys. Well, I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for being here with me today. If you want to get a more personal reading with me, I'm doing half-hour and hour readings. You can purchase them on my website at melissaoatman.com, and then you can reach out to me. We will schedule your session so that you get the best time available to you. All of my sessions are done through Zoom, so we do not even have to be in the same place, and it's much more convenient for you. I'm also doing healing session and coaching, so reach out if you're interested in any of that, or you can just go to my website and purchase it. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media. I do readings on social media once a week, trying to. And if you join me on Patreon, I do extra readings there. I do video there with interviews that I have of my guests here. You get to see the video of it. Plus, you get 2 extra episodes of Awaken Your Inner Awesomeness each week. You can join for $5 a month, or the extra for $10 a month gets you the readings. I would love to see you over there. Please join me. The link is in the show notes. I am sending you guys so much love and light. Thank you so much for listening and for all of your positive reviews. It really helps my channel grow, and I appreciate you so much. I hope you have a beautiful week from wherever you're listening, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.